Hi everyone, it's Ethony and I wanted to do a tea and tarot time. This is live, unscripted. Look, I've got a lot of things to catch you up all on, and by the time I've filmed and edited and all that sort of stuff, it just would have been a whole thing. So I have got new decks to show you, some books that I've received, and to give you a bit of an update of like stuff, things that have happened. So I thought I would jump on and do that, and I might even do some readings with the decks to see how they actually go. And I think I have some like fluff. What is this? That is some moss from a tree outside. Moss in my hair. There you go. You heard it here first. So I'm going to start with the big news. The big news is that I am now officially engaged. My fiance, I'm a Yonsei now, proposed, and very excited. We are thinking of having a engagement party here in Canada, and then some probably, I don't know, it depends. There's like travel, there's family in places, so we're going to figure that out later. But the big thing is I'm engaged, got the ring, and very, very happy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really share a lot about my personal life. I never really have. It's not been a big thing that I've done on my channels or on my social media, but I have been sharing this massive thing. I don't normally talk about like my personal lives too much. So, but I wanted to share that with everybody. March was busy. March was very busy. I'm currently working on a couple of big projects, and on Sunday actually I'm working all day to film for Tarot 201, which is going to be astrology and symbols based. So it's going to be my more intermediate level course. So that's really exciting. Of course, I've got my Coven, online Coven, and I got a new, some new merch. Well, you can get merch, but I got this really, I love my hoodies big. I'm a bit of a chesty, I'm a chesty lady, but this is my new Awakened Soul Coven hoodie. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm sure many of you know about my Coven. It's an online one for anyone around the world who wants to join a coven of witches. What am I currently reading? I'm currently reading my 5th book, I believe, of the Zodiac Academy. So I'm listening to it on, oh my gosh, it's like screens upon screens upon screens. I'm currently listening to it on Audible. I do that so I can listen to it while I'm driving or washing dishes or, walking Thor and Venus, and I'll put one earbud in and listen. Sorry, you can probably hear the dishwasher behind me. It's by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valenti. This is the 5th book. I'm really, really enjoying it. I've mentioned it a couple of times in videos. It's like Hogwarts, but at university, and so it's a lot saucier, and it's very, very fun. It's well written. I'm wearing my little Funshine Bear earrings today, feeling very funshiny. So should we get into the decks, everyone? Hi. Hello. Okay, so I have quite a few decks to show you. The first 3 are from Rockpool Publishing, so thank you so much. The first one is the Finding Inner Peace inspiration cards. This has got that velvet feel, and it's a 36 card deck with booklet and a wooden stand. A wooden stand? Oh, get out of here. Oh, that's cute. So it's got a little wooden stand. I've had a couple of them come with wooden stands, but not lately. That's really rad, and it's got this like gold The backs are really, really pretty. We have these moon backs. It's gold. So the booklet is just a little booklet, a little color booklet. So I'm going to just show you a few. I'm not going to go through all the decks, otherwise we'll be here for 16,000 years. This one says, becoming aware. I'm becoming aware of things that are holding me back so I can live my life in its full potential. So I guess that's the reason why there may not be a big book, because there are, hey, look, it's me. It says, change is good. I'm strong enough to give up bad habits. Change is for good, and I have this. English hard. Creating new habits. I'm just, like I said, flicking through. Patience pays off. This is a new day, a new start. Unbecoming everything I'm not. Honoring my inner light. As you can see, very pink. I really love that one. All flowers. This one is Love Awakens My Soul. Focusing is key. Opening my mind. So these are really pretty. So this is the Finding Inner Peace inspiration cards by Rockwell Publishing. Having a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, these are really cute. So this is 36 cards and a booklet and a stand. So you pop the card in there, and then there you go. That's really sweet. So that's really nice. So that's the first deck that I wanted to share with you. And then it says, you can always look ahead and take control of your life. Okay, the next one is the Lakshmi Oracle, and this is by Elizabeth Jensen and illustrated by Hams. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm very, very sorry. What's really interesting about this deck is I literally just took the plastic off of all of these this morning, like minutes before I jumped on. Is it comes with a little, I don't know where this is from, but it's like a little authentication certificate. So it says, this is to declare that the paintings follow the Aragama Sastras, and all of his paintings are authentic, and Elizabeth Jensen to be an authentic verbal and healing trance channel for many Hindu gods and goddesses. So I know that, a lot of people have mentioned about certain decks not having the authenticity of the actual culture, right? So in some decks, Kali not being blue. Not in my deck, Kali is blue. But yeah, so this is the backs. The lotus, and this is it's very beautiful. It is very traditional, like the artwork. So that is Abraham, Chandra, the moon god. Davantri. Yes, my ring light is very bright. Oh, look, Ganesha. These are beautiful. Lord Shiva. So these are Hindu gods and goddesses. And it also comes with, I love Saraswati or Saraswati Sita Devi. There are some that I know. Sri Krishna, but there are some that I have never heard of before. Rama, Vishnu. So that's really, really cool. So there are 36 cards together with this one. And then there is a full colored guidebook, which is really lovely. I will go back after this live and put the names of all of the decks down below. And it comes with a little bit about the deity, and then channeled message, and then guidance from that card in love, abundance, work, education, and future, and the blessings for spiritual understanding, and a mantra. What I like to do with the Hindi or Hindu mantras is look them up on YouTube to make sure that I am using the correct enunciation and rhythm, and that's really, really beautiful. So this one is Lakshmi Oracle. The first one for you, Nima, is the Finding Your Inner Peace inspiration cards. And the last one that I received from Rockpool and I'm most excited for is the Mystical Journey Oracle. And this is 36 cards and guidebook. And first of all, like, it's got this luminous covering, but the artwork, from what I've seen on the back, looks really pretty. And look at this hollow edge. Hello, I'm such a magpie, but we all know this about me. So let's have a look at some of these cards. Growth, self-care. These are beautiful. New dawn. Cycle of life. Oh, I didn't show you the backs. These are the backs. Almost looks like a little, I mean, I know they're trees, but it looks a little like spiders almost. Oh, Divine Gateway. That one's gorgeous. This is very, I mean, I love this color palette. Oh, wow. Look how powerful this one is. Awakening. Oh, that's stunning. Holy bananas. There's a couple of them that are interesting. Rising Up. Not that I dislike it. It just, I have this thing with like people looking like they are from a fantasy game. And I mean, no shade. I play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a DM and a player. I play lots of games. Currently playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland with my fiance. I love fantasy, but there's just something about figures in decks that look like this, you know, like that are like almost fantasy. Anyway, and again, this just could be me. That's interesting. Energy shift. So some of them, they are beautiful. I'd have to look through them all, but I don't want to do that right now. Redemption, because again, I don't want to be here all day. But these are beautiful. Connection. Hi, hello everybody. Okay, when I get to the tarot cards, I'm going to do some readings. I use Oracle decks more for like my Oracle Wednesdays and things. And then the two final decks of Oracle decks that I got are these two. Now I actually have the Messenger Oracle. I have the first edition. But I got the Seeker Oracle. I went and purchased this when it came out. I love her work. I love her artwork. And I am actually going to probably use the idea that Lisa Pappas did, and she's created it as one deck. I think that's a really cool idea because they are, I believe, let's have a look. Are the backs the same? This is going to be the question, everybody. Are the backs the same? They are. So the backs are the same, and the finishing is the same. So those are the two decks. And I believe, let's have a look. So that's the one of them. So they have the same titles. sort of down the bottom. So I may actually just pop these two together. Like I said, I have this one. This is the Messenger. This Seeker one, however, is brand new to me. I'm sure I'm the only person who has been showing this, so I don't really, I guess, oh, that's so cool. That is really rad. This one is It Is Time. Oh, and look at the froggy. Oh, so cute. I fucking love frogs. I love snakes too. That's beautiful. I love, love, love frogs. I think they are absolutely the cutest things. Little froggles. So yeah, I think I'm going to add these two together. As a matter of fact, I just did. That is a big ass deck. Although, let's be honest, I have my Orosoma card, but how many? I didn't even look. How many cards are in here? What is in here? 55. So 110 cards. But that's cool. 110 card Oracle deck. Dang. So anyway, woohoo! She's gonna be a big one. I'll see how that goes, but it doesn't really make sense to separate them. They do feel like they are kind of working together. So, and look, even the boxes have the same color palettes and everything. So I think I saw the first person to do this was Lisa Papez, but if somebody else did it first, then obviously it's their thing. But I think I'm going to do that. Just moving all of my papers out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to do some readings in a second. So let me just create some room. This is always the issue. I have one desk and all this stuff. So the first tarot deck that I purchased is the Fairy Tale Tarot deck, and this is by the Moosey Designs, and they're the same people who did the Fantone Tarot. And I needed to get a replacement card from them, so I ordered this one because why not? I love the vibe of this deck, like the color. It comes with a color guidebook. While it's very Rider-Waite inspired, I love the artwork. So looks so cool. So this is an indie deck, yes. So for those of you who would like a reading, I'm going to start shuffling this deck. Please let me know your question that you have, and I do need a question. Otherwise, I can't answer it for you. And pop that in the comments, and I'll take someone from there. While I'm shuffling, look how beautiful the backs are. So I love reversible backs. So pretty. It's a lovely cardstock too. It's quite thick, but it's still shuffling quite well. So again, if you would like a reading with the Fairy Tale Tarot deck, please let me know what you're in the comments below. If anyone's able to comment, I haven't seen anything in the chat for a bit. Hopefully the chat is working okay. Let's see if I quit some things, if that makes it easier. Oh, here we go. Guidance for my marriage. We are currently in separation. Okay, so I feel like that's a good one, Tammy. Let's have a look at that for you. Guidance for my marriage. Currently separation. So what I'm going to do is do not. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to quit my. What? I'm going to do a do and do not and advice reading for you, Tammy. Look, that's a pretty good one. And again, if you would like a reading, just let me know. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so for you, we have got do. This is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is remaining for me in your situation, remaining grateful for what you have. If you have children in your situation, then absolutely make sure you are keeping yourself and keeping the environment as safe and as healthy and happy for the children who are, or dependents or other people who are involved in this. That is really important to keep that level of security. And if you can have a really good routine for everybody involved as much as possible, then that is something that you are also being asked to really lean into and do as much of. Getting some healthy food in your body and making sure you're staying grounded. Do not, Seven of Swords. This is not the time to get vindictive, not the time to be backstabby. I don't know what's going on. I'm just telling you the whole situation. Not time to use anybody else in the situation like pawns, no blackmail, no dodgy shit. I'm not saying you're a dodgy person. I'm just saying when feelings are hurt or when things happen or someone does something, it can be very tempting to react in a certain way. Keep yourself as much as you can in alignment with your values and your honesty and your ethics, and you can't go wrong. And then advice is the Moon. I'm actually digging the fuck out of this deck. It's so cool. Like, I loved how each one of those swords were different. The Moon. So it's not quite what it seems right now. You need to allow for some time to pass the information that hasn't been unearthed, will be brought forward, and that is very connected to that Seven of Swords energy. So allow things to take some time, and I think within a month you're going to find some illumination on the best way forward. But for now, keep your routine, keep everything as happy and healthy as possible, and that is how to support that situation. So that's for Tammy. I really like this deck. Like, I can see myself very easily reading with that. That's the very first time that I have opened that and that I have worked with that. That is a Fairy Tale Tarot deck. It is an indie deck, and I purchased this. I'm not getting paid by anyone to shout out anything. The next deck I have, and I'll pick another person for a reading, the Tarot de Luz. I saw this, I just got this one from Amazon. Again, I purchased it myself. Oh, interesting. It's got the book in the middle. Oh my gosh. Can I just talk about how much I have dropped today? I have dropped so much. I was actually kind of concerned driving my kid to school. I was so clumsy this morning. So it comes with a little guidebook. Oh, it's folded in half. Oh, would you look at that? And it's one of the multi-languaged guidebooks. So I was really fascinated with the artwork. It's so cute. It's a littler deck. So I get quite a few people ask me, the only thing was when you ship them like that, look, they don't kind of like sit together nicely. But that can be adjusted with some time and gravity, right? Or a big fucking crystal. I love the backs. The backs are really cute. I often get, it's got a Ouroboros, not Ouroboros, Oberus. I'm asked often for cards that are smaller. This is a smaller than traditional tarot deck, so this might be nice for somebody who needs that or wants that. The box is gilded, which is interesting because nothing else is gilded. So that is beautiful gilding. It would have been really, really cool if that gilding was also on the back of the cards, considering it's the same design, but they chose not to do that. I really like the artwork. I love that it's like a pastel, but different. Again, this is the first time I've ever opened this I have never sat with it. I don't know how it reads. I might not keep it. Like this is all live first impressions, unboxings. And then I wanted, he's cool. And then I wanted to do some readings. Well, a reading with each one. So these are not, it doesn't look like, not all of the minor arcana have people. I know a lot of people really like that. I prefer my minor arcana to have people on it. I do like the titles, how the titles have the Hebrew letter and the astrology down the bottom. So we have the Knave, the Knight, the Queen, and the King from the look of it. And these are watercolored. So yeah, so you got like a Venus in Cancer, 3 of Cups. That's actually my my Venus is in Cancer. So it's interesting that it's got, you know, Jupiter and Pisces. It's just, so it's interesting that it's got, I really like that. I like that it has the information on there, but I'm not quite sure. The author is Aitor Sarabra. I can't really see because it's always signed, and I'm probably going to fuck it up. Aitor Saraiba, I believe, if I'm looking at it anyway. All right, so let's see if I can read with this deck. Okay, let's have a look at Nima's question. What is the possible financial outcome if I start a website in the month of April? So for you, I'm going to do short, medium, long term as your 3-card reading. So we're going to have a look at the short-term financial outcome, medium, and then long-term outcome. And this is literally how I would do a reading for anyone as a paying client anyway. Is I would have a look at their situation and then create a tarot spread. And I'm doing this just off the cuff live. Okay, so straight away for this, so you're all getting kind of an idea of how I do readings. So straight away, it doesn't seem like this is going to be something that is good long-term. Medium-term, you have the Knave of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles, and that is a positive energy when it comes to money. There's a good connection there with money. But you have the 6 of Cups, which looks at the past here. So it's short-term. 6 of Cups being torn in 2 directions, as this, this cat is, and not really quite sure where to go. And then the Knave of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles, I do really like that this card. This card for me always speaks about long-term or longer-term investments and action. You can sometimes get a bit stagnant with those pentacles, but the fact that the Knight is of this movement is really a blessing. But the 5 of Swords in the long term is a bit of a warning sign for me. Your expectations may be a little too high. And this doesn't look like it's going to be a particularly successful thing very long term. And what I mean by like short, medium, long, so short term would be April, medium term would be May, June, long term July, August, September things. So you may get a few months of financial reward from this in the medium term, but I don't know long term how it's going to go. How do I feel about this deck? I'm not actually sure. I am glad I got it. I don't necessarily, so cute. 7 of Swords, but I'm not sure if it's my jam, to be fair. I'd have to read with it a little bit more. But it's interesting. It's an interesting deck. So that's the Tarot de Luz, and you can just get this one. I got this one off of Amazon. I have been culling my collection big time. I actually just filmed another deck culling video. So this, so some of the decks that I've been working with for a long time, I'm moving on to new things. So who knows if that'll be happening. So the next tarot deck I received in March was the Essential Tarot. Where did I get this? Oh, I got this from Chapters or Barnes & Noble, as you guys talk about it. I have never seen this this deck before, even online. It's by Sterling Ethos, and they've been doing a lot of tarot decks lately, but it looks like I couldn't pass it up. They completely stole the idea from Liminal 11 with this. I think they were the first people I saw to do this sort of work. But it looks really pretty. You know, everything is really beautifully done. You have a color guidebook or booklet. You know, if it's all color all the way through. I don't know who wrote it. Oh, Grinsner. So it says 78 card deck with guidebook by Chloe Zarkner Grinsner. And that High Priestess on the front just got me. It is bigger than a regular tarot deck. So if you are someone with really small hands, you know, it might be a little bit of a harder. The card stock is actually pretty all right for a pretty all right, eh? She's all right, eh? Very Australian. For a mass market. It kind of has this Disney-esque vibe in the faces, if you can see. But I'm kind of here for it. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. But as you can see, we're starting to get into Pip territory, and that is not my favorite thing. Yikes. It looks like all the swords have got, like, a lot of the swords have hearts in them, which is really interesting. Oh no, this had so much potential, and now I don't know if I even like it. Ugh. And look, it's not like I can't read with this, right? 7 of Swords. I mean, I freaking teach tarot. I know each one of the cards' meaning. I know the meaning of the cards, and these are the wands are more spear-like, and I actually have an issue with this because it's kind of like, well, they look more like swords, not spears, and yeah, like all the wands are spears. Like that's like they're beautiful, but it's just, oh no, here we go. There's a, I guess maybe it's the more positive ones are wands and the negative ones is, anyway, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, folks. What do you think? Someone tell me. See, where are my dancing people? What a bummer. I was really looking forward to this, and now I don't know. The mages are nice, but they're not the most detailed. I mean, that's quite detailed. Whoops. So I like the idea of some of this. This just feels a little basic to me. And the one, okay, so I complain a lot when it comes to decks showing nothing on the boxes that where it doesn't show that it is just a pip deck, and I always look. So on the front we have the High Priestess. On the sides we have Temperance, the Queen of Swords, and the Star, and they are all illustrated. Sorry if you can't see. And then on the other side we have the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot. So they're all illustrated. And on the back we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Swords. So at least they did put 2 minor arcana on the back. I guess I was so excited that I found a deck that I didn't have, that I didn't really think whether the rest of the deck was going to be this minimalistic and pip-like. I'm not sure. So let's do a reading with it and see how I feel. But so far, I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad that this is not as nice. This isn't as vibrant as I thought it was going to be. Okay, who is up here? Let's have a look. Should I start my creative endeavor? This is for Breesky. If you're still, or Bresky, if you're still on here, can you please let me know? Otherwise, I will move on to the next person. I'll give it a second. This is also very rough. The edges are very rough, so it's not making shuffling very easy. Okay, so can everyone do me a solid? If you're still on here, can you pop your hand up if you wanted a reading? Because I was trying to get somebody who was on to let me know. Okay, I think Blah's still on the. All right, well, let's do you. You've been quite. Okay, so let's have a look. Will things work out in your favor with SP Company? I received their message just now that I owe them money. However, this happened last time, and when I complained, I apologized and closed the case. Well, first of all, just as a thing, stop working with that company. This is like the thing that keeps getting fucked up. Like, you need to stop working with them. Secondly, get good bookkeeping. I know this is not even about the reading, but like, yeah, get some good bookkeeping, because if you're having to worry about payments and all that sort of stuff, then something in your records is yeah, but clearly you owe them money, so you've worked with them in a way, whether it's a client or a services or whatever. So the first card is to so this is do, don't, advice. Do, Chariot. This is you got to get your ducks in a row. Yeah, see, if it's your energy bills, then yes, you need to like make sure you've got all your payments in a row. This is a will force thing. Definitely go back over your records to see whether you do owe them money. But this is a card of protection. So when you're looking at going forward and speaking with them, talk to someone who's higher up in management, and let them know this keeps happening. And if you can switch, I would definitely switch. Don't make a massive, like, it doesn't need to be something that the whole world is ending over. Just get it done. I fucking hate these wands. I'm sorry, everybody. Not into it. I don't think I can work with this deck. I'm going to finish this reading, but just looking at this Queen of Wands with a spear, I'm like, I can't do it. But yeah, it doesn't. Here's me saying, don't be a drama queen. And I'm like, I fucking hate it. Like, oh my gosh, it's so funny. And then advice, Seven of Cups. Sorry, the Nine of Cups. This is everything will be fine. Okay. Everything will work out in your favor as long as you keep your head. I don't like it. I'm very, very upset about this. It had so much potential. Damn, everyone. Out of the 3 tarot decks I've showed you, 2 of them have been a miss so far for me that I don't like. Do you like this, by the way? Me like showing you the decks that I've got and whether they're a hit and a miss and doing a reading with them? Oh, so disappointing. Yeah. Okay. Blah, I have several decks, thank you, that I've made. They're all up here. Modern Goddess, Penumbra, Modern Love, Awakened Soul. I have lots of decks and I love all of them. But if you're new here, then you might not have known that. So let's have a look. It's fun to see my reactions. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. Let's pray to the tarot gods. Everybody. Pray to the tarot gods. Dear tarot gods, please let Ethony like this last tarot deck. She has been disappointed. The only deck she's liked so far is the Fairy Tale Tarot. And yeah. Okay. Yes, the money manifestation deck will come back. I'm just redoing it so that it's more beautiful, if that makes sense. I mean, it's pretty before, but okay, last one. This is Ask the Witch Tarot. I purchased this one again from Amazon. It wasn't given to me. P.S. If you see any decks that you think that I might not have, and we all know I have hundreds of unboxings on this channel, so I have a lot. But and you think that I should review them, then let me know. Reach out to the publisher or the creator, and I can do more of these ones, right? Because yeah, I buy a lot, so it'd be nice to get some sent. So this is the Experienced Timeless Wisdom from a Magical Coven of Witches. This is from the Wisdom of from a Timeless Coven. Not my coven, but let's have a look. Ask the Witch. Again, I purchased this one on Amazon. Wow, I need so much more coffee in my system. It has a color book. We all love a good color book. Like it so far. Let's see what we've got. Now, it's a book in a book. Sorry, it's a deck in a box. A box in a box. So that's a lot of box. I don't know if you need another box inside the box. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got another box inside the box. That's a bit superfluous, but any doodle. Seems really nice. I like the back with the labyrinth. That's cool. Okay, so alrighty. I already like this more. But oh, why is that owl bleeding from the eyeballs? I have, like, owls are one of my sacred animals. This is cool. The artwork is pretty fun. Like, it's different to anything else that I've seen. Let's have a look at a few more. Page. Oh, I like the knight. That's really cool. Oh, the queen is so cool too. Look at that. On a whale, the king. These are really interesting. Let's have a look at some pentacles. 9, 10. Interesting. Really interesting cards. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Annie, I agree. Like, some of them are really cool, and some of them it's like a bit odd. But I guess, yeah, like, she's so cool. But she's also like cutting her own hand. And I get that, like, I get that you don't always have to have everything be like love, light, roses and stuff. Again, sorry about the dishwasher. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I have to work with it a bit. It's definitely got a vibe. It's definitely got a vibe. Let's have a look at some of the major arcana. It's like the elements are oozing out of people, like the face. A Hierophant is cool. The Lovers. Yeah, there's some really interesting artwork in this. I keep looking through it because I'm not quite sure about how I feel about it. This reminds me of Sedna. That was the reason why I really got this one, was Justice reminds me of Sedna. And it's really rad. Well, yeah, the Hierophant reminds me of Saraswati, which is a Hindu goddess of learning and knowledge. Temperance is really cool. So, like this reminds me of Oya, the Orisha of destruction. So I think that's Hecate. Then we have Basset. So I think there's um, different myths attached to each one of these, at least the major arcana. Let's have a look if I'm correct. Yeah, see, Holder, Joan of Arc, the Witch of Endor. Let's see if I was right about that. Was Sedna. See, Sedna, Aradia. That was Oya, and I've never seen these cards before. Bitch just knows her shit. Witch just knows her shit. Well, you want to hope so. I've been a fucking witch forever. Yeah, Hecate. So that I really like. Basset. Yeah, so I really like that. I really, really, really think that's fucking cool. But I don't know how I feel about, and that was Saraswati. 20 points to Ravenclaw, bitches. I really like that. Like, I love that idea. I'm just struggling with some of the artwork. But let's see how it actually reads, hey? The High Priestess. Yeah, see, that's Caradwyn. But the thing with Caradwyn is that Caradwyn, for the Empress, is often seen as a crone goddess. And I get why the chicken's there and her Cauldron Awen and all that. I understand that. But I also don't understand why a crone goddess is the Empress. But I mean, maybe they don't see the crone goddess as that. And I'm going to quickly have a look at the cups because I didn't like that. I didn't like the Two of Cups being this crying. Okay, Two of Cups. The nocturnal wisdom of the hour descends into their cups like blood, the liquid that holds the soul and gives life to the body. It takes shape of Hermes' staff, yes, indicating unity and conciliation between opposites. Yeah, so I kind of get that, but I'm not quite sure about how I feel about an owl crying blood. So, but I mean, it could be a good shadow deck. It could good shadow working deck. All right, Donna. Do you have a question or an area of life that I can read for you? That would be great because that'll help me out. But I'm going to shuffle for you. Money, finances. So what can Donna do? If this is okay, I'm going to get you to say yes or no. What can Donna do to improve her financial situation? So for you, again, I'm doing very simple 3-card readings. Do more, do less, and advice. What? There goes the Magician. Oh, funny. At least with this Ask the Witch tarot, I actually, and we just saw the other one, which was the Essential Tarot. It's got more going on, right? So the Essential Tarot was more, it was like too little on there, and I just can't get past this fucking idea of the wands having spears. It's like, I'm sorry, I know you can use a stick as a spear. I watch Naked and Afraid, and that's fine, but it's like, that's not the intention. The sharpness is supposed to be associated with the swords, and yeah, I get it. That's hella traditional of me, but I like my tarot how I like my tarot. Okay. Okay, so Donna, I don't know you, but you're basically being told to stop bringing your emotions. To stop putting your emotions on hold or your happiness tied to your financial situation. Like, you have to find ways in order to move forward with a grateful heart and act from a place of joy with what you have. And it may be very difficult, and you're saying like you're very stuck, you feel very lost, but find things that help you anchor to the now and the gratefulness for the now. And this is actions. This is not nights, are always connected to action. So action on behalf of the heart, protecting the heart. So whether that is finger painting or going for walks in nature, stretching, yoga, whatever it is, you need to move on behalf of your heart, and stop attaching your emotional happiness and your story to what's happening with your money. Then you need to stop instant gratification. Like, I know that this two things: instant gratification and worrying too much about the future. Now, you need to be responsible financially. This is not saying like just like chuck those responsibilities out the window, but being more financially responsible is great. But like that instant gratification, like, oh, if I just do this, it's going to make me happier. If I just buy this little thing, it'll make me happy. Where those little things will just keep adding up and adding up and adding up. So that Nine of Pentacles is a little bit more discernment, but don't stress about your long-term future. It will be fine. And then advice: you need to look at what beliefs and habits that you have formed around money, or that you've been accepting as truth from other people around you, because you have an opportunity to move forward and move away from this current situation. This is the Six of Swords. So this is moving on with the protection of the ferryman. You have two protective, actually all of them have this almost protective energy around them. The Knights protect. The Nine of Pentacles is being cloistered, the cloistered woman, being protected with more than you can just see. And then also the Six of Swords, you're being ferried away and protected by that person. So it really is this idea, this whole mind shift change for you, and doing as much as you can with what you have in order to change your long-term future. This is an interesting deck. I'm fascinated by it. Don't know what to think of it a little bit. It's like I like it. I'm a bit confused by some of the cards, but yeah, it's gonna go in my not sure. But my favorite so far has definitely been this Fairy Tale Tarot. Again, I ain't paid by nobody to say nothing. I purchased everything on my desk except for the Rockpool Publishing ones, and I didn't review those. All right, so next, some books that I've received. The first one is really such a cool idea, and I actually did get an email from the creator, and her husband created this tarot journal for couples, and this is a way to pull a card for each specific question on the page to uncover deep truths. 52 topics for friends, family, finances, meditation, mindfulness, gratitude, and just for fun. Prompts like time travel, and get familiar with the cards. So I said yes. And then there's this like to showing everyone and reviewing this, because I thought this is a really freaking cool idea. So let's have a look. So there's an introduction, and then there's an example of how to use it. But have a look at this. This is really cool. So let's find one that's different. Ooh, that's a lot. If you were a superhero, tarot can be used for creative inspiration, especially for writers. It can be a helpful tool to establish character motivations, conflict, and themes of a work or a scene. Try it for yourself. Imagine yourself as a superhero duo by pulling a card for each of these questions. So those are the prompts, and then you like for. I get it. It's very cis. But you can basically, it doesn't say he, her on there. It's just partner one, partner two. So you can change it up however you want. And then you do a reading together. And this one is like co-workers, colleagues, and others. A reading for the week together, kindness together, projects you're working on, friends, connecting with nature, something to do with your past. And then there's a bunch of card spreads in the back. So I thought this was a really interesting way. And you're meant to do 52 weeks together. So I'm a Gemini. My fiance is a Gemini. Good luck with us finishing this because we don't finish what we start. I do, that's not true, but personally, sometimes it's a little bit harder to sit down with the cards, but I really like this. This is really cool. You could even use this with a bestie and do that. So I really think this is rad. This is on Amazon. It's called Tarot Journal for Couples. Any kind of couple will do. Check it out. Okay, the last book that I bought in March, and then I've nearly been on here for an hour, is Art Magic. And this is by Molly Roberts. I am such a huge crafter. I'm currently creating, what am I doing? I am currently creating, I really need some more tea or coffee, handmade book of shadows for people. And so I really love crafting, and some of these projects I've done before, some of them I have not. So I really wanted to, have a look and try some new things. So like she's got, so say for example, this is a scrying mirror, and then the instructions, and they're all hand drawn by her, which is really cool. So there's lots of projects in here. Some things, like I said, I have seen, but she also talks about how to create sacred space, the elements. There's like correspondences up the front, so you can kind of learn a little bit more. For those people who like something guided, like you've got Upcycled, Ancestor Sanctuary, like that's really cool. Because people who like things that are guided, I think this is really cute. I really love that. Like I really want to make that. For those of you who are very artistic anyway, that just can give you some inspiration. I think it's really rad. I'm really glad I got this. There are even like some patterns in the back. But I love art books. I have a plethora of art books, and just even having things like this on hand to enjoy is lovely. Before I go, did I see the question on your swap post? Let's have a look. Hang on, where's my mouse? Let me find my mousey. Hello. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. How far away is this? Up here. I'm not sure. If you could copy and paste it, that would be great. I don't know where it is. Who said it? I did miss it. Is this my pen pal post? Let's see if I can find it. I'm trying to find it, everybody. Espresso is calling me. I've had a couple today. I'm sure I'm going to pass out later. I've got a physio appointment, and oh, Nima, I can't find it. If you could, I wasn't sure on the directions. Okay, so the other day I posted on the community link a link to a swap I'm doing for Witchy Pen Pal Happy Mail swaps, because a lot of people message me about how do I show my mail all the time, and I have another channel. So it will take you to SwapBot, and you'll need to create your own profile there and sign up, and then there's a little click button up the top that says, are you sure you want to sign up? It can get a bit tricky, but if you're struggling with SwapBot, there are so many different videos on YouTube. You can go and look at the tutorial of how to sign up for a swap on SwapBot, but you can still sign up for it. As a matter of fact, hang on, let me have a look. How many people are in it right now? It looks like 12 people. Yeah, 12 people are in the swap right now. It's called the Witchy Flip Book and Scooty Swap. I'm just going to pop it in here as well if you want to. No, that's because I turned my keyboard off because I didn't want to. Here we go. I didn't want to accidentally hit something. Okay, so that's the link for SwapBot if you want to join up there. and join our swap. The other big thing, obviously, well, not obviously, I always say obviously, but not everyone knows, is my Coven. We are always open to new members. I showed my new swag before. There is information in the swap about the flip book, Nima. Give it a good read. And then if you need help, just like if you need inspiration, you can go look for flip book ideas, flat mail ideas on YouTube. Or you can just sign up and send me a message on SwapBot. That is my Coven, the Wake and Soul Coven. We're always open to new members. We're actually going through, I'm starting to get initiation packs ready next week for our yearly initiation, and we have a bunch of lovely members entering the full-time fold. If you have any questions about anything that I provide, please let me know. My shop is at ethony.com. Thank you so much for your support. I hope everyone who got a reading enjoyed their readings. Got quite the haul last month. So I will see you all soon. Stay safe, be lovely and kind to everyone you come across. You never know what they're struggling with, and shine on. I'll see you later.